I'm Cami with On the Cloud Pilates. I'm going to take you through a quick plank flow that you can do today. So we're going to do a little bit of regular planks and side planks to strengthen up all of your upper body and core muscles. So come along. We're going to start in a 4-point kneel with your wrist under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck those toes under. Take an inhale, exhale, send those hips back. You're finding a downward dog or pike, pressing through the heels of the hands. Bring those knees back down. Take an inhale, exhale, drop that chest to the mat. Inhale, exhale, round out that spine for cat. Just going into a few cat-cows here, warming up the body. One more. Dropping that chest. Rocking back and forth, arching that spine, rounding that out through that spine. Take an inhale, exhale. Find a neutral spine. Press those hips up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, exhale. Now pedal out through the feet, bending one knee at a time. Warming up those legs. Pressing out through the heels of the hands. Take an inhale, exhale. Lower those knees. Drop those hips to those glutes to your heels. Send those arms long in front of you. Deep inhale, deep exhale, dropping that chest towards the mat. Find that neutral spine again. We're going to be in a 4-point kneel here. We're going to go into a bit of a plank series here. So when you're ready, those wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Take an inhale, exhale, extend those legs back and find that plank. Once you're here, I want you to breathe. You're pressing out through the heel of the hand. Deep inhale, exhale. Finding that engagement. Your neck is in line with the spine. Take an inhale, exhale, sweep those hips back up towards the ceiling. And then come back to that plank. Finding that plank, holding through it, finding that form, finding that connection. And then your hips go up, up, up towards that ceiling again. Using your breath, you're pressing out through the palms, the heels of the palms, palms of the heels of the palms. Your palms. I want you to find that plank connection and hold before you find that downward dog. Going for 3 more here. 2. And last one. Hold that plank, neck in line with spine, straight line from your shoulders to your heels. We're breathing for 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees, shake it all out. We're gonna add on to this, so when you're ready, find that plank, hold here. You're gonna bring your right knee to that right elbow, pointing through that toe, and then bring that back to a plank. Left knee to left elbow, and then back to a plank. Up. Left knee. Same elbow on the same elbow and knee on the same side are touching. And then finding that plank again. Going for 3 more on each side. Two more on each side. And last one. Hold. Find that downward dog. Drop those knees. You can roll out those wrists. We're gonna do 1 more variation here until we switch it up a bit. Roll out those wrists. Find your plank position. And then now we're going across. So left knee, right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Exhaling as you bring that knee towards that elbow. Trying to keep that neck in line with spine. I think I mentioned in one of my very early videos that I started these because I was on my postpartum and pregnancy journey. And so while my form is not perfect, I'm still rebuilding my strength, just like many of you. We're going through 2 more on each side. And last one. Drop those knees, sink those hips back, find a child's pose. And so I originally started these YouTube videos because I wanted a commitment to myself that I would start working out again because I loved it, but I just never found the time. And so while my form was not perfect because I can't remember if I was pregnant or postpartum or between, but somewhere in there, switch sides. And then now we're gonna go into side planking. So this is gonna be a little spicy as well. We're gonna start with our forearm down. So instead of having your hand propped up, you're gonna be on your forearm. I want your hand flat on your mat and your fingertips facing towards the screen. That's gonna ensure that your blood keeps circulating. From here, we're just gonna start with a modified side plank. So bottom leg stays bent like a guitar stand, and your top leg is extended long. Foot is pressing into the mat, and you lift those hips up, and you're holding. Using your breath, making sure your head doesn't fall. And so that was my story of creating these videos. So I really enjoy it, and that kind of still remains my same focus, but I want to share my workouts with the world. 3 more deep breaths. Even though I'm still rebuilding my own strength in this postpartum season. We're going for 2 more. And on this next one, we're lifting that top leg up and we're holding. Drop that leg, drop those hips. And then when you're ready, we are going to add on here. So you can stay in this modified version of a side plank, or you can move along with the movement that we have. So both legs extended long, you're finding that side plank. Holding, option to put that top arm up towards the ceiling or keep it on your hip. We're sinking those hips towards the mat, lifting them up, down to the mat and up. We're going for 5 and 4. 3 more. You can do anything for 2. And 1. Lower down, bend those knees in, find a mermaid stretch. We're reaching that right arm up over to the left, and then that left arm up over to the right. And we're not done here. So when you're ready, place that arm on the mat. Both legs extend long. We're lifting those hips up into a side plank. You're holding. Top arm is up. I want you to challenge yourself with that arm up if you didn't before. You're sinking those hips down and up for 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Drop those hips. And we're switching sides. So sweep those legs around. You're finding your forearm here on the mat, fingertips facing that camera. Your hips are stacked, top leg long, and you're lifting up into a side plank. That bottom leg is supporting you like a guitar stand. You are still engaging this core. So I want you to pretend there's a string on your hip, on your waist, and it's pulling that waist up, 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 and away from that mat. You're pressing out through your supporting arm. You're pressing out through that palm of the hand to activate those lats. You're breathing. We're finding that connection. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. We're gonna add on here. So again, you can keep this modified side plank or extend both legs long. Take an inhale, exhale, lift those hips up. My hand is staying on my hip. I'm lowering those hips down and up, down and up. We're going for 5 and 4. 3 more. 2 and 1. Inhale, exhale, lower it down. Find a mermaid stretch. We're bringing the left arm up and over to the right. Option to roll out that wrist. Switch sides. Right arm comes up and over to the left. And we're going to do one more of that side plank. Place that forearm down. Find your leg variation of choice. Inhale, exhale. Lift those hips up. Top arm floats up towards the ceiling. Fingertips are long. Inhale, exhale. Lower those hips down. Lift them up. Lower down and lift up. Using your breath here for 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Lower those hips. Take an inhale, exhale, cross those knees, or cross those legs, find crisscross applesauce. Stack your spine tall. Deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale. Hinge your hips forward, hinge at that chest, you're hinging at the hips. Your chest comes towards those legs, towards those feet. Making sure you're staying with a neutral spine here, you're not rounding out through it yet. Deep inhale, exhale, bring that spine tall. Option to put soles of the feet together. That's more comfortable for you. It is for me a little bit, so I can move a little bit better. You're hinging at the hips, bringing that chest closer to those feet. Your back is straight, so it's not arched and it's not rounded. Deep inhale, exhale, drop that chest closer to your feet without rounding the spine. Deep inhale, exhale, stack that spine tall. Give me 3 shoulder rolls back, 3 shoulder rolls forward. Bring your neck towards the left side of your body. Option to place that left hand on top and gently, gently, gently put some pressure on the top of your head, pulling it closer to that ear. Deep inhale, drawing the shoulder away from the ear. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Switching sides. Moving that head towards the right. Option to place the right hand on top and gently put some pressure on it down. Drawing that left shoulder away from that ear. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Release your head. Give me a few head circles in one direction and the other. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day.